Good afternoon. You're watching RTC TV4. We're getting ready to kick things off here between Garrett and North Judson here at the top of the first inning. I'm your host, BJ Barnes, giving you coverage over this 10U League game in Akron, Indiana. Here we go. Garrett is up to bat first. Strike one. Number 8 of Garrett here up to bat. Little high there under the left by the batter's head. That'll be ball number 1. Count is 1-1. Nice job there making contact with the ball. Just outside the field of play though. Up right now is number 8, Boston Lear. After him will be Henry Orr, and in the hole will be Aiden Reed. Another foul ball there by Boston Lear of Garrett. Ball number 2 there by North Judson. Count is 2-2. High into the left there by the batter's head again. Full count. Another ball there. Four balls right there. That'll be a walk for number 8, Lear of Garrett. Makes way for number 11, Henry Orr. Swing and a miss there. Strike one. Great job there by the second baseman. That'll be the first out for Garrett. Another swing and a miss there. Strike number 2. A little low there. Ball number 1. Count is 1-2. We're looking to make contact here. Just outside there. Count is 2-2. Great job making contact. Almost caught there in the outfield. Couldn't quite make the catch. Henry rounds first, making his way to second. And looks like he'll stick there. Up to bat now will be number 10, Aiden Reed. After him, Wyatt Hefty. And preceding him, Easton Rauch. Reed of Garrett stepping up to the plate. little low into the right there. That'll be ball number 1. Unable to make the play at third. Still one out for Garrett. Another ball there. 2 balls, 0 strikes. Ball number 3 there. Count is 3-0 for Reed. Ball number 4 there for Reed. Garrett now has runners in the corners. Up to bat now is number 14, Wyatt Hefty. Just inside there, ball number 1. Reed trots his way to second base. Little high there as well. 2 balls, 0 strikes. Garrett on bases 2 and 3, looking to score here. Great job making contact there. Garrett now leads 1-0. Make that 2-0 with a runner on first base as well. Up to bat now, number 6, Easton Rauch. After him, Xavier Herman. And in the hole, Jackson York. Ball number 1 there, count is 1-0. Strike 1, count is 1-1. Still 1 out for Garrett. Another ball there, count is 2-1. Couldn't make the play at second. Looks like he's going to go for third. Doesn't get there in time either. He's going to try to go for home here. And he does. Garrett now leads 3-0. Count is still 2-1. Garrett taking an early lead here. Still only 1 out. Swing and a miss there. Brings the count 2-2. Strikeout there by number 6 of Garrett. That'll be the second out for Garrett. Xavier Herman up to bat now. Easton Rauch on that last strikeout. Strike number 1. Strike number 2. Excellent job by the pitcher so far. Ball number 1 there. Little low there. Count is 2-2. Little low into the right there. Brings it to a full count. 2 outs. Pressure on the pitcher. That last ball, he will walk Xavier. He now takes first base. Up to bat now is number 7, Jackson York. On deck is Bruce Cardix. And after him is Noah Hess. Strike 1. Ball number 1 there. Unable to make the play at second. Xavier steals second for Garrett. Wild pitch there. Brings the count 2-1. Xavier steals third for Garrett. Little low there. Brings the count to 3-1. With that last strike, brings it to a full count here. Low and in the dirt on that one. Garrett now has runners in the corners. Up to bat now is number 2, Bruce Cardix. Preceding him is Noah Hess. Calls time here. Pitcher winds up. Little inside there, brings the count to 1-0. Just the same as the last pitch, a little inside to the left there. 2 balls, 0 strikes. Garrett's going to score again. Count is 4-0. And we got a little game of tag going on here. Safe at second, though, in Garrett's favor. Bruce showing a little excitement here at home plate. 2 balls, 0 strikes for him. Ball number 3 there brings the count to 3-0. Strike number 1, count is 3-1. Great job making contact there. Foul ball. Count is 3-2. 2 outs. Ball number 4 there. That walks Bruce to first base. Garrett now has runners on first and second base. Up to bat now, number 5, Noah Hess. Ball number 1. Great job by Hess making contact. Looks to be a foul ball though. Strike number 1. Count is 1-1. Swing and a miss there. Strike number 2. Just a tad inside there, close to the batter. Count is 2-2. Almost makes contact with that last pitch. And I believe it did. He will walk to first base. Bases are now loaded in Garrett. Up to bat now is number 8, Boston Lear. We're back at the top of the lineup. Foul ball there by Boston Lear. Strike number 1. Great job making contact with that ball. Garrett's going to score, bring it 5-0. Looking to score again, and they do. 6-0. Garrett is now on bases second and third with that last hit. Up to bat now will be number 11, Henry Orr. Preceding him, Aiden Reed. And in the hole, Wyatt Hefty. Orr's going to step up to the plate here. Ball 1, just a tad outside there. Count is 1-1. Ball number 2 there. Count is 2-0. Another ball there. Brings the count 3-0. Swing and a miss there. Strike number 1. Count is 3-1. Uh-oh, Garrett's in a little bit of trouble here. Doesn't make the throw to home. He is going to be safe at home. Garrett now leads 7-0. Garrett is now on base 3 as well with that little scramble. That'll be a walk. And Garrett scores yet again, now leading 8-0. Up to bat now will be number 10, Aiden Reed. Ball number 1 there for Reed. Garrett steals second. Tad inside there. 2 balls, 0 strikes. Still 2 outs for Garrett. Strike number 1, count is 2-1. Great job making contact there. And I believe it did make it to first base on time, closing out the top of the first inning here. Garrett leads North Judson 8-0. You're watching RTC TV 4. I am your host, BJ Barnes, giving you live coverage over the 10U baseball game here in Akron. And we'll be right back after this short break. Welcome back. You're watching RTC TV 4. I'm your host, BJ Barnes, giving you live coverage over this Akron 10U baseball game. Garrett leads over North Judson 8-0. It is now time for North Judson to respond here in the bottom of the first inning. Here to kick things off first will be Brandon Meitzer, number 1. After him, number 7, Liam Davis. Preceding him, number 3, Anthony Roberts. Brandon makes his way to the plate here. Ball number 1 there. Ball number 2, count is 2-0. Ball number 3, all 3 of those pitches looking pretty much identical. Count is 3-0. Swing and a miss there. Count is 3-1. Strike number 2. Full count. That'll be ball number 4, giving Brandon the walk. North Judson is finally on base. Up to bat now is number 7, Liam Davis. I believe time is still called. Ball number 1 there. Looks like North Judson's going to steal third. Taking a little bit of time here to talk to him on third base. He appears to be a little bit shaken up, but okay. Davis now stepping back up to the plate. Garrett ready to pitch. Swing and a miss there. Count is 1-1. Ball number 2 there. Count is 2-1. North Judson still on third base. Another swing and a miss there. Brings the count 2-2. Right by the batter's head there. Count is 3-2. Another ball there for Davis. North Judson now has runners in the corners. Up to bat now will be number 3, Anthony Roberts. Ball number 1 there. Ball number 2, count is 2-0. North Judson steals second. That is Davis on the steal. Strike number 1 there. North Judson looking to steal, but decides not to. Count is 2-1. Another ball there. Count is 3-1. Swing and a miss there. We now have a full count. That last ball bounces off a home plate. North Judson looking to steal, and they do. North Judson also looking to steal second, and they do. North Judson only trails by 7 now. Up to bat now will be number 10, Andre Chambers. After him, number 17, Drake Huff. And preceding him, number 13, Nolan Legal. Chambers of North Judson steps up to the plate. Swing and a miss there, strike one. Count is 0-1. Another swing and a miss there, count is 0-2. North Judson still on bases 2 and 3. Great job making contact there. North Judson looking to score, and they do. They now only trail by 6 runs. North Judson also steals second base with that last hit. Still 0 outs for North Judson. Up to bat now, number 17. Ball there. North Judson looking to steal. Heads back to third. This is Drake Huff at the plate right now. Following him, Nolan Legal. And after him, Alyssa Lambert. Great hit there by Huff. On to left field. North Judson's going to score once and score twice. He's going to go for third here. And back to second he goes. New batter here, Nolan Legal, number 32. Ball one for Nolan. North Judson steals third. Foul ball there by Nolan. Huff heads back to third. Ball number 2 there. Count is 2-1. That pitch was a little inside. Ball number 3 there. North Judson looking to steal home. And they do. Shorten the lead to only 3 for Garrett. Score is 8-5. Count is still 3-1 for Nolan. Ump gets out his mini sweeper. Sweeping off home plate. Nice hit there to center field. No one on Garrett, makes the catch. He's going to stay at first. Impressive inning here by North Judson. 0 outs still. And they cut the lead to only 3 for Garrett. Up to bat now is Alyssa for North Judson. Ball number 1 for Alyssa. North Judson steals second. That's Nolan on the steal. Number 18, Alyssa Lambert right here. Calls time. Swing and a miss there for Lambert. Lambert ducks that last one. Count is 2-1. Another swing and a miss there for Lambert. Count is 2-2. That last pitch was in the dirt. And that will walk Alyssa. North Judson's now on first and second. Up to bat now is number 56, Andre. Ball 1 for Andre right there, or Adrian rather. Strike 1 for Adrian. Count is 1-1. A little high there. That'll be ball number 2. North Judson safe at third. They now occupy bases 2 and 3. A little low there for Adrian. Count is 3-1. Ball number 4 there for Adrian. Gives him the walk. North Judson now has the bases fully loaded. Up to bat now is number 23, David Johnson. After him, number 99, Ball. After him, number 6, Peyton Reed. Looks like we'll have a little pitcher change here. Johnson of North Judson ready to step up to the plate. Just a quick reminder, you're watching RTC TV4. I'm your host, BJ Barnes, giving you live coverage from Akron, Indiana on this 10U baseball game. Garrett still leads 8-5 over North Judson. Trying to close out the bottom of the first inning here. Looks to be like a very exciting matchup as North Judson's closing the gap here. Still 0 outs for North Judson with the bases fully loaded. They look to be in good shape to take the lead or at least tie the game. Johnson steps up to the plate for North Judson. Swing and a miss there. That'll be strike number 1. Count is 0-1. Another swing and a miss there. Count is 0-2. Just a tad outside there. Ball number 1. Strike number 3 there. First strikeout of the game. North Judson's first out. Up to bat now, number 99, Ball. Tad outside there for Ball. Ball number 1. Count is 1-0. Ball number 2 for Ball. North Judson looking to steal home. Out at the plate. That's their second out. Great job there by the catcher. Strike 1. Count is 2-1. North Judson is now only occupying bases 2 and 3. Giving up that last out at home plate. Pitcher winds up here. Tad outside there again. That's the third ball for Ball. Swing and a miss there for Ball. Brings it to a full count. Let's see if the pitcher can close out the bottom of the first inning here. That last ball hit Ball, giving him the walk. North Judson now occupies all the bases. Up to bat now, number 6, Peyton Reed. After her, number 4, Colin Goodson. And after her, number 5, Julian White. Foul ball there for Reed. Strike 1. Strike 2 for Reed there. Count is 0-2. Pitcher looks to be in excellent shape. Ball number 1 there, just a tad high right there. Count is 1-2. Foul ball there for Reed. Count is 1-2 still. Good job by Reed there, making contact with the ball. North Judson scores again. But they get the out shortly after that. Scores now 8-6. Garrett still on top of North Judson. You're watching RTC TV4. I'm your host, BJ Barnes, giving you live coverage from Akron Youth League Baseball, and we'll be right back after this. Welcome back. You're watching RTC TV4. Garrett still on top of North Judson, only by 2 runs though, as it 8-6. We are now ready to kick things off. Top of the second inning. Garrett at bat right now, and I am your host, BJ Barnes, giving you coverage over this Akron Youth League 10U game. Up to bat now will be number 14, Wyatt Hefty. After him, number 6, Easton Rauch, and preceding him, number 9, Xavier Harriman. Nice shot there between bases 2 and 3, left field. Stumbles on his way to second base. Looks like he's going to round second and go to third. And he'll be safe at third. Excellent hit there. Up to bat now will be number 6, Easton Rauch. Rauch makes his way to the plate. Ball number 1 for Rauch there. Count is 1-0. Swing and a miss there for Rauch. Brings the count to 1-1. Little low there. That'll be ball number 2. Nice hit there by Rouch in between bases 1 and 2. Looks like Garrett will score once again, bringing the score to 9-6. Now leading by 3 runs over North Judson. Rouch made his way to second base on that last hit. Up to bat now is number 9, Xavier Harriman. After him, number 7, Jackson York. And after him, number 2, Bruce Cardix. Ball number 1 there. Another ball there, just a tad high. 2 balls, 0 strikes here for Xavier. That last pitch hit Xavier, giving him the walk. Garrett now occupies the corners. Up to bat now is number 7, Jackson York. Ball number 1 there for York. York makes contact, foul ball. Count is 1-1. Little low there as well. Count is 2-1. Garrett's going to score again, making it 10-6. Looks like Xavier's going to head for home too. Will he get there in time? He does. 11-6. Garrett's lead. Ball number 3 there. Count is 3-1 for York. Swing and a miss there for York. Count is 3-2. Ball number 4 there for York. He is now on first base. Up to bat now, number 2, Bruce Cardro. Almost hitting Cardro there. Ball number 1. Ball number 2 there for Cardro as York heads for second. And he does get there in time. Strike number 1 there for Cardro. York still on second base. Swing and a miss there for Cardjo. Brings the count to 2-2. Ball number 3 there for Cardjo. Full count. Cardjo ducks out of the way of that one. Garrett is now on first and second base. Up to bat now, number 5 of Garrett, Noah Hess. Looks like the coach is having a few words with the pitcher here. Noah Hess steps up to the plate here for Garrett. Ball number 1 there for Hess. Ball number 2 there for Noah Hess. Count is 2-0. Still 0 outs for Garrett. Strike 1 there for Noah Hess. Count is 2-1. Ball number 3 there for Noah Hess. Garrett will be safe at third and second base. Strike number 2 there for Hess. Full count. Last pitch almost hit Noah Hess. Ball number 4 anyway. Bases are now loaded for Garrett. Number 8, Boston Lear, will be up to bat next. Following him, number 11, Henry Orr. And after him, number 10, Aiden Reed. Lear talking to his coach there in the left corner. Still top of the second inning. Garrett over North Judson 11-6. You're watching RTC TV4. I'm your host, BJ Barnes. We're about just now an hour into this game. Looks like we'll have a little pitcher change here. Out there at pitching for North Judson is number 3, Anthony Roberts. Roberts getting his warm-up throws in here for North Judson. They trail by 5. Looks like the ump is using his mini broom, cleaning off home plate, and we're about to start things off again. Still 0 outs for Garrett, top of the 2nd inning. Here we go. Nice hit there by Boston Lear. Garrett's going to score. And score again. They now lead 13-6. Seven runs over North Judson. Garrett is still on bases 1 and 2. Just a tad outside there, ball number 1. Up to bat now, number 11, Henry Orr. Ball number 2, count is 2-0. Nice hit there by Orr. Out at first base. That's Garrett's first out of the inning. Garrett still has runners on 2nd and 3rd base. Stepping up to the plate now is number 10, Aiden Reed. Following him, Wyatt Kelly. And after him, number 6, Easton Rauch. Looks like Reed's all set. Ball number 1 there. Ball 2, count is 2-0. Again, out there pitching for North Judson is number 3, Anthony Roberts. Number 10, Reed steps back up to the plate for Garrett. Foul ball there for Garrett. Strike number 1. Reed makes contact with the ball, center field. Great hit. Garrett's going to score, making it 14-6, and score again, 15-6. Reed was on his way to 3rd, and looks like he will make it to 3rd. Still only 1 out for Garrett as they take a commanding lead. Up to bat now, number 14, Wyatt Hefty. Swing and a miss there for Hefty. Count is 0-1. Hefty makes contact right there. Won't make it there in time to first base. Garrett now leads 16-6. Up to bat now is number 6, Easton Rauch. Rauch makes contact with the ball. Garrett will score again, making it 17-6. Rauch will settle at first base. Xavier of Garrett stepping up to the plate here. Garrett still only has one out for this inning. Ball number one there for Xavier. Count is 1-0. Ball number two there for Xavier. Ball three, count is 3-0. Ball four there for Xavier. He will take the walk. Garrett is now on bases 1 and 2. Up to bat now is number 7, Jackson York. Great hit there by York in between first and second base. Looks like he'll be safe at first as he ran through. Garrett is now on all the bases. Bases are loaded as number 2, Boost Cardra, steps up to bat for Garrett. Great hit there by Cardra, left field. Garrett's going to score. And score again. Looks like they'll call the inning at that. Score is now 19-6 as we head into the bottom of the second inning. Garrett on top of North Judson, 19-6. You are watching RTC TV4, Akron Youth League Baseball. I am your host, BJ Barnes, and we'll be right back after this short break. Welcome back. You're watching RTC TV4. Garrett still on top of North Judson, 19-6 in this 10U baseball game here in Akron, Indiana. We are now entering the bottom of the second inning. You are watching RTC TV4. I'm your host, BJ Barnes. Up to bat first for North Judson will be number 4, Colin Goodson, and following him will be number 5, Julian White. Goodson of North Judson stepping up to the plate here once the ump gets it clean. Strike one for Colin. Strike two with that swing and miss for Goodson. Strike out there for Goodson. I was wondering what the hesitation was for. That'll be North Judson's first out there right off the bat. Swing and a miss there. White steps up back to the plate for North Judson. Strike two. Count is 0-2. 1 out. Just a tad outside there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss there. Strikeout for White. That'll be North Judson's second out. Back to back. Up to bat now will be number 1, top of the lineup, Brandon Miter. That pitch almost hit Miter right there. Count is 1-0. Strike one for Brandon. Count is 1-1. Ball number 2 there for Brandon. Count is 2-1. That ball hit Brandon there, giving him the free base. Brandon makes his way over to first base. Up to bat now is number 7, Liam Davis. Davis backs away from that one. Still a strike. Unable to make the play at second. Count is 0-1. Ball number 1. Strike 2 for Davis. Count is 1-2. Got a game of monkey in the middle here going on between second and third base. Scrambling right here. Looks like he'll be safe at third. He's going to head home right now. And he'll be safe at the plate. Excellent job there. Score is now 19-7. Garrett still leading. Count is still 1-2. Strikeout there for Davis. That closes out the second inning. Garrett still leading North Judson 19-7. You are watching 10U baseball game in Akron, Indiana on RTC TV4 with your host BJ Barnes. We'll be right back after this short break. Welcome back to RTC TV4. I'm your host BJ Barnes, giving you live coverage for this 10U game here in Akron, Indiana. Garrett still on top of North Judson 19-7 as we enter the top of the third here. Garrett at bat, looking to increase their lead. Ump calls time here. Strike one there. At bat right now is number 4, Eli Wright, his first at bat in the game. Ball number 1 there, count is 1-1. Wright makes contact with the ball there, center field. Looks like he'll head for second, maybe even third if he's lucky. We'll see if he can get there in time, and he does. Excellent job there by Eli Wright. Back at the top of the lineup once again for Garrett, number 8, Boston Lear. Little high there. Ball number 1. Foul ball there. Count is 1-1. Boston Lear stepping back up to the plate. Pitcher winds up. Just a tad inside there. 2 balls, 1 strike here. With that last ball, the count is now 3-1. Ball number 4 there for Austin Leary. Gets a second walk of the game. Garrett now has the corners filled. Up to bat now will be number 11, Henry Orr. That'll be ball number 1 for Henry Orr, number 11 of Garrett. Looks like a throw was made to second, not in time. Garrett scores again. Looks like he's safe at home plate, stretching the lead out even more. Garrett now leads 21-7. Ball there. Another ball there. Nice job there making contact. It does get to first base in time, however. That'll be Garrett's first out. They still lead 21-7. Up to bat now for Garrett is number 10, Aiden Reed. He scored a couple of times in this game. Nice hit there by Reed. We'll see if he can get to first base in time, and he does. Up to bat now is going to be number 14, Wyatt Hefty. He's had a couple of hits to left field today. Strike number 1 for Hefty. Strike number 2 for Hefty. Garrett's looking to steal second, and they do. Last pitch right there hit Hefty. He'll make his way to first base. Garrett now on first and second base. Up to bat now, number 6, Xavier Harmon. Correction, number 6, Easton Rouch. Rouch makes contact right there. Looks like it doesn't get to third base in time. Bases are now loaded for Garrett. Now, number 9, Xavier Harriman will make his way to the plate. Ball number 1 there for Xavier. Little high there. Ball number 2 for Xavier Harriman. Brings the count 2-0. Tad inside there. That's 3 balls in a row. Count is 3-0. Nice shot there by first. Sacrifice hit there. Garrett now leads 22-7. Up to bat now is going to be number 7, Jackson York. Swing and a miss there by Jackson York. Garrett is still on second and third base. Strike number 2 there for Jackson York. Ball number 1 there for Jackson York. Garrett looking to score here, and they do. Score is now 23-7. Count is still 1-2 for Jackson York. Strikeout there by Jackson York. Swung at the wild pitch. Still not a bad inning for Garrett, though, as he strikes out. They lead 23-7 over North Judson as we enter the bottom of the third. You are watching RTC TV4. I'm your host, BJ Barnes, giving you live coverage from Akron, Indiana over this 10U baseball game. I will be right back. Welcome back. You're watching RTC TV4. I'm your host, BJ Barnes, giving you live coverage from Akron, Indiana over this 10U baseball game. Garrett still leading over North Judson 23-7 now after a couple of hits in the last inning. North Judson's going to be up to bat now to close out the third inning. North Judson steps up to the plate here. Strike one, foul ball for number 3, Anthony Roberts, who is also pitching for the majority of the game for North Judson. Ball number 1 there for Red. Count is 1-1. Foul ball for Red there. Strike number 2. Count is 1-2. Ball number 2 there brings the count to 2-2. Red of North Judson steps back up to the plate here. Ball number 3, we now have a full count. Pressure on the pitcher. Calls time here. That'll be a strikeout for number 3, Red, giving North Judson their first out. We now have number 10, Chambers, stepping up to the plate for North Judson. Tad inside there, almost hit Chambers. Strike number 1. Ball number 1 there. Count is 1-1. 1 out. Strike number 2 there. Count is 1-2. Chambers steps back up to the plate, looking to make contact here. Pitcher winds up for Garrett. Nice hit by Chambers, center field. Still chasing the ball down. He's going to round to third. He might go all the way home, ladies and gentlemen. And he does. Home run. Excellent job there. Great job by number 10, Chambers of North Judson, on the first home run of the day. Now number 17, Huff of North Judson, steps up to the plate. Swing and a miss there for Huff. That's strike one. A little close to Huff there. That's ball number one. Count is 1-1. Foul ball there for Huff. That's strike number two. Count is 1-2. Still one out for North Judson. Nice hit there by Huff. Center field. Might only be a single, though. Looks like Huff will stay at first base. Nice hit there by Huff. Up to bat now is number 32, Nolan Lekic. Leak steps away from that one. Huff steals second. Ball one. Count is 1-0 for Leak. Swing and a miss there for Leak. Count is 1-1. Huff heads for second. Foul ball there for Lekic. Brings the count 1-2. Nice ball there by Lekic. Went right by the pitcher. Looks like he will be called out at first base. North Judson, however, did score in the process. They now have 9 runs. Foul ball there. At bat right now is number 18, Alyssa Lambert. Ball one for Alyssa Lambert there. 1-1. Ball number 2 there. Swing and a miss there for Lambert. Brings the count 2-2. We'll see if the pitcher can close out this game with this last strike. Ball number 3 there, full count for Lambert. Ump calls time here. Looks like Lambert will make her way to first base. Up to bat now is going to be number 56, Adrian Rotke. Ball there for Rotke. Strike one there for Adrian. Count is 1-1. Lambert stays at first. That'll be a strikeout. Guess that first ball was indeed a foul ball. It ticked his bat. And that will do it. Garrett defeats North Judson 23-9 in the bottom of the third inning. That game was about an hour and 30 minutes long. Great effort by both teams there. I'm having a couple words to close it out. Thank you for tuning in. This was Akron Youth League Baseball 10 and under game on RTC Channel 4. I was your host, BJ Barnes. Good night, and thank you for joining us.